So unfortunately, as of today, Gun Media can no longer create updates for Friday the 13th, the game. Yes, that's right. A lawsuit that's been going on since 2017 finally had its ruling. And in that ruling states, due to intellectual property rights, Friday the 13th, the game can no longer produce future content. So for anybody who's actually been following me consistently, you know I've been saying this for months, that Friday the 13th was on the edge of dying, which is why I was pushing the channel into VR horror. Oh shit, oh my god, I don't like this, dude. This— Oh god damn it! F you sucking God damn this game! I fucking hate it! Into a whole nother platform, building a whole second demographic, because this channel was never meant to only be Friday the 13th, the game. I know I've been getting a lot of requests. Where's all the Friday the 13th content? Where's all Friday the 13th content? Well, again, one, it's not only a Friday the 13th channel. It was always more of a horror gaming channel than anything else. Now more so VR horror than anything, and most definitely will stay on the track of VR horror from here on out. And again, as I told a lot of you, Friday the 13th is on the edge of dying. I've been saying this for months. Again, I hate fucking being right about some things. I hate it. Especially this, because I really enjoyed this game. But the game's done. It's dead. Now, that doesn't mean you can't play the game. You can still play the game. Just don't expect any updates in the future, because it's done. But let's go ahead and see what Gun Media had to say. Now, recently, a legal claim was made against Gun Media over Friday the 13th intellectual property. Now, they responded with, when we originally learned that the game fell within the crosshairs of this legal dispute, we tried to balance the creation of new content requested by our fans and bug fixing that our community expects and deserves. So basically, this kind of seems a little shady to me, and I'm not saying this is exactly what they did, but after reading just that excerpt, basically the reason why we didn't get paranoia mode and everything else they claim that would be coming out, it's just delayed, was actually them working on other things, knowing about the possible issue of this game shutting down and not really being truly open and informative about any of this. Now, again, this is just my theory. This doesn't mean this is exactly what they did, but it just looks really suspicious to me. It looks like they knew about this and they wanted to try to at least get the last update out before the game was shut down for future content. And then this way you had at least as little of a buggy game as possible by the time they couldn't create any more updates for Friday the 13th. Now, they go on to say, we've now been forced to accept that the lawsuit makes future content of this game, including alternate play modes, new playable Jasons and counselors, and new maps, unfeasible now or in the future. Now, even though they can't come up with any new content for the game, they are still committed to launching dedicated servers on console platforms and still providing some type of maintenance for the game. You know I really enjoyed this game. This game was so much damn fun. But let's get real, it was going to die. We all knew it was going to die. This is just the final nail in the coffin now. They are saying that they're going to at least attempt to come out with dedicated servers. But let's get real, they can't make any more money from the game from DLCs. How many people are going to want to play a game that can never be updated ever again? I don't know many. So I highly doubt those dedicated servers will actually roll out. And if they do, it won't be for very long. So what does this mean exactly? There will be no additional content added to Friday the 13th, the game. This includes Uber Jason, the Grendel map, Jason kill packs, clothing, emotes, and new counselors. So for those of you that are going to be pissed, please don't dislike the video because of a judge's ruling. I didn't make the ruling, okay? I know a lot of you love to dislike videos because you don't agree with things like a judge's decision or an outcome in a lawsuit or what someone else has to say. I'm relaying the information. Don't shoot the messenger. But as I said, we have been turning this channel into VR horror. We have built up a new demographic to this channel. I know there's a lot of you that love the VR horror, that are demanding VR horror in the live streams. This was the first one. Last Friday was my first attempt at the VR horror in a live stream, and some of you really loved it. So be sure to stick with this channel, because, I mean, there is scary shit coming. And I have a lot of shit coming for Halloween this year. No jump scares this time. That was a one-time thing, and it was just funny as hell. You know it was funny. But we have 3 episodes this Halloween, for this Halloween episode. And yes, for those, again, that keep asking about Friday the 13th content, this is your answer. I'm pretty sure I just answered more so as to everything because, again, I was turning this channel into a VR horror channel. Thank you! No way! Save me, little girl! Save me, little girl! We're going to be mainly covering VR horror games. We're going to be doing VR news. And yes, I have connections with a few companies to go and check out VR experiences such as Jurassic World and some other really cool shit that's coming out. So those bits and information in those videos will be coming out very soon. And this whole channel is about to change into some strict horror shit. So for those of you that are fans of horror, don't fucking go anywhere. Give this video a big like. And if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so if you don't, you know if I have kick-ass shit and, well, sad news such as this. And as always,